I would imagine you are a very busy person.
Yes.
Considering the position you're holding
Yes.
today in this country and
Yes.
also in Africa.
Yes.
But then I would like to understand
Yes.
how you manage to you manage your family
Yes.
and leadership, among other key things you do, including political leaders.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think what I have learned in my, it's no longer a short span of leadership. I've now been a bishop for the last, first in Kericho for
Yes.
12 and a half years.
Yes.
And this is my 8th year as the Archbishop of the Anglican Church of Kenya. And beside that, I was leading a project and a parish. So I've always grown into that space of leading people, but also becoming responsible. What I have learned over the years is critical to busy life is how do you balance it? Mm-hmm. So life balance is very, very critical. And balancing life is to have time for yourself, time for your family, time for work, time for friends, but also time for the critical and the core business that you have. And now I have to pick and say, what are the big things? Of course, my family is one of the biggest things. The core business of my work as the Archbishop of the Anglican Church, where I have to give vision, but I learn to delegate. So I pick what nobody else can do and make it my responsibility. Then what I can be able to delegate and have people and teams to be able to do, then I delegate.
That's good of you.
Then I'll have now rescued a bit of my time that I can attend to national engagements, para-church organization, the aspects of the Anglican Church. I'm now the vice chair of what we call CAPA,
Yes.
Council of Anglican Provinces in Africa. I'm the vice chair.
Yeah.
So to get time, and I also sit in the Anglican Consultative Council, the global management of the Anglican Church.
Means delegate.
Yeah, so I learn how to delegate, and I learn how to also find time. But reading time, I normally carry a book, and I use what is called dead time. Like I'm waiting in an airport. Sometimes I finish a book in one of my longest journeys. I'll read from cover to cover. Or whenever I have any dead time or waiting for somebody.
That's how you feel.
Even when I was waiting for you, I had a book I was reading.
I will see that book when we go to the, maybe when you show me the other side. But then, Bishop Ole Sapit, we know you from the leadership space. But where do you come from? How did that contribute to who you are today? How was your background then?
I can say my background was a very disadvantaged background because I was born to a very large family. My father had 11 wives, and my mother was number 7. Then unfortunately, he died when I was 7 years old in 1969. Then my stepbrothers, because I was the only son of my mother, disintegrated the family and sent away those ladies who did not have big boys to protect them. So we became victims. 4 of my stepmothers were sent away. And we went to wander without land, without anything to our name. My mother went back to her parents, but her parents also have died, so she went to her brothers. And they also said their land cannot accommodate us because it was small when they subdivided. But they chose to give us home and raise us up.